looking for. How y'all doing, chat? We are getting ready to decide which game am I, or which character am I going to play tonight. Let me grab the window. There, pop out, chat. Come here. Get down here, chat. If that is indeed your real name, I question this. Okie dokie. And we're gonna listen to the Lomordia music for a minute. And the interesting thing is, this character that I'm on right now is the last character I played on this show, or on this series, Let the Dice Decide. So what is, for those who may not be aware, because I haven't done this since before the Fae event started, which is in extra innings. It's in overtime right now. I'm not participating in it. I got what I wanted. I'm happy with what I got. I have no desire to do any more loots. So, Let the Dice Decide is, you see the list of characters above my head. These are all of the characters I'm willing to play on this series. They're numbered 1 to 41. There are a couple that have a couple of notes on here. There are 2 specifically that I actually don't want to play until the 64 to 64 transfers happen. But if I roll either of those 2 characters, we'll have a go at it. Also, the list is not actually accurate because I forgot to finish the leveling stuff. Like I remember Shadow Phoenix is a level 8 drow apostate. And this is also how you can see for sure that I'm not fudging things, because level 24. I remember Thief is a level 24. And I remember that Winter will be in a different name because she's got a different name. She's over on Cormier right now, but I haven't played her in a while, so that should be fun. She was actually the first character who did the Chill of Ravenloft story with me, and that's where I also found out playing a cold druid is probably contraindicated. I was not having a lot of fun with that character. I had a lot more fun with all the fire elementals in Myth Thranor, to be certain. But she is a level 41, 40 or 34 for now. So this also means that you can see that I'm typing. So it's live from New York. It's Saturday night. I will fix up the rest of this list as soon as I remember who everything is. I believe Silver Axis is a level 10. Level 10. I don't remember Starlight. I can actually look at some of these because they're in my guild. Let's see. We left off with Silver. Silver is a level 7. And I love these really kick-ass names. And this is also a reason to let me get around to working on playing some of my other ones. Silver Phoenix is actually not in the list because I'm probably going to get rid of her. Which is kind of sad because you can't make a character name that long in the game unless you do it as part of a transfer. And so I kind of don't want to give her up. On the other hand, I already have a level 26 character. I don't know. Maybe I'll ditch the other one, which was a Wayfinder thing, and just keep this one. I don't know. And just eventually level her up and TR her. I don't know. I just keep the name because I like the name more. The other one is called Lightbringer. Who is in the list as whatever. We're looking for next. Starlight is a level 11. Level 11. I do want to keep an eye on who is what. Star Phoenix is a level 20. A smart. Yeah, Star Phoenix is the character that I earned my dragon footprints on. Stormlost is not in the list. Not in a guild. I don't know what level Stormlost is. I'm thinking probably level 10, but she's not in the guild. Thief is not in the guild because she's on another server. Thunderstorm is level 7. It just hasn't been promoted. Level 7. I haven't made a Tiefling Scoundrel, so if I roll 34, then I'll have to build one on stream, and without a pre-made build. Oh. I wanted to make a Tiefling Scoundrel, so that would definitely be level 15, because, hey, iconic. And Tyrion is my WoW in-joke. Level 7, ASMR Paladin. So, Tyrion should by rights be human, but the ASMR looked just so much damn better. And plus I wanted to have a Paladin with a little ASMR, extra healing goodness. And I don't remember what the characters are. So, but we need to do a roll. So, let's go to chat. And do roll 1d 41. There's 41 characters in the list. What do we get? 34. I rolled 34, and that's the Tiefling Scoundrel, so I guess that's what we're doing. We're going to build a Tiefling Scoundrel on stream. I've never done this. I don't have a build for it. I know Stream Tom has one. I ain't going to use it. I'm going to do this myself, and we're going to see how bad it is. So, Tiefling Scoundrel is a rogue. We'll figure it out. Alright, so we have won our thing, so let's make that go away. I'm going to save my file. We also have to come up with a name. Fafford, hello. Alright, we're going to build a Tiefling Scoundrel on camera, so that'll be fun. Also today, one thing I'll note is I'm not at 100%. I called off work today because I woke up, my alarm went off at 9, or my alarm went off at 8:30, and by the time I hauled myself out of bed and just looked at the day, I said, fuck this. Hauled my, use the restroom as you do. Hauled myself downstairs to the office, logged into our timekeeping app, put in sick day, logged onto my work computer, logged into Slack, sent my boss a DM saying, no, not happening. And so this is my actual first sick day of the entire year. I've only taken 2 days off of work the entire year, aside from my natural days off. And so that's a whole thing. In the meantime, I do need to find my list of D&D, my DDO names that are saved on Shadowdale, because that's where we are. We have some interesting names I could possibly use. And I actually need to log into my alt account. I don't know which one I have. One Dragonfire, but that sounds like I'd use it for Dragonborn. Could do Blueflames. Alright, let me log into my alt account and see what names I have floating around. I don't think this list is accurate. Remember your password, Druid. Jesus. Meantime, we'll log this one out. We'll have dueling login music. Well, actually, I'll put this other one into character generation. Okay, so Let's turn the other one off. Okay, so I have a couple of names that are really good for Dhampir. I have the word Kite. Honestly, I don't have a lot of really nice names here on... I mean, about the only one that I have sandbagged. I have Shadows. Tiefling Scoundrel. And my Tiefling Scoundrel is going to be the gray skin because the purple, I don't really care for the purple skin and it's not blue enough for me. But Blueflames might work as a name. Blueflames. Because I used to have that name for one of my Dragonborn warlocks who is now going by the name of Frostworm. I think. No, she's going by Celestial. So, we are going for Iconic. We're going for Tiefling Scoundrel. For the love of God, Standing Stone, put these in alphabetical order. Alright. My attunement to the flame itself is entwined within my music. So we're kind of doing loot stuff, even though we're not doing loot stuff. Rapier wielding bard of that can... Oh, why did I say they were rogue? Tiefling Scoundrel is a bard. Durr. That can harness the power of fire. Oh my gosh. I was kind of thinking about the Arcane Trickster earlier today, which will be a rogue archetype, which should be fun later this year. So, more info about the Tiefling Scoundrel. I am a scoundrel, a duelist, a fiend, and a prodigy. I'll prove to you that I am strong. My nature does not define me. Alrighty. And, of course, they don't tell you about the stats. They just tell you you want to be charisma. High charisma is good, so we know we're going to do that. And so the question becomes, are we going to be a pure Tiefling Scoundrel? Or are we going to cross-class? Because, you know... As a bard, there's some other things we can do. I think the Blueflames name is probably going to work best because it's flames, but they're not going to be blue. The hair will be blue, though. Okay, so we want to go charisma on this. Now, I know Shroom did a Tiefling Scoundrel build. I'm going to go find it, actually. It's in his old archive, which is still available. Not on the old forums, though. You need to go find it. When did... He did, like, at one point he did a whole pile of, builds that were basically just looking at the new let me move this over. He was looking at like all of the new like he did an iconic blitz at one point. I'm trying to find which update he did that with. He did it when Saltmarsh came out. So he did a Tiefling Scoundrel, 12 Bard, 6 Barbarian, 2 Favorite Soul, Strength, Charisma. This is the OG, an Ultra Crit Zealous Swashbuckler. So this one was 1 level of Bard, 3 for a whole pile of basically 2 through 7 are Barbarian, 8 through 13. No, 8. Yeah, 8 through 13 are Bard, then 2 Favorite Soul, and then... Okay, so it's 12 Bard, 6 Barbarian, 2 Favorite Soul. So it's interesting. I'm gonna definitely need to put this in a different format because I cannot read this. Alright, I love you, Shrimp Tom, but I cannot read this. I'm going to put this in a new Word document. Let's see. New window. Boop. And plop that in there. Okay, that's a lot more readable. And he used a 32-point build. So this does make a lot more sense now that I can see it. Okay, so he put 18 into strength. Interesting. No dex 14 con. No intelligence, no wisdom. Scamper, what are you doing? Scamper's being a butthead. Alright, and then everything else in charisma. Okay, so he doesn't have... He actually has a different version of this with more crit and more damage, but it's actually a Shatter Kai, but you need a Heart of Wood, and it's a 36-point build. We're not even bothering with that. We're here to play a thingy, so... the Epic Destinies, and he doesn't mention... Oh, he has the old Epic Destinies on there. If you want more damage, requires a Heart of Wood, because you're going to change your base thing, but we're not going to do that. We're not here to do that. Okay, so let's do our thing. And so we're going to put, because we are that, 4 points in Perform, 4 points here in Balance, 4 points in UMD, because UMD for funsies, 4 in Swim, 4 in Haggle, and there we go. Okay, and so for our first feat, we're going obviously single weapon fighting. And for our spells, this should be fun. Remove Fear, Merfolk Blessing, Featherfall, Expeditious Retreat. So, well, I guess we'll go with Expeditious Retreat as our first one. So it says Remove Fear should be the first one. It's like you pick up these spells and it says what levels you pick them up. So let me go back and actually switch that. Let's remove that. And he recommended Remove Fear. Okay. Alright. And we're going to be true neutral. True and neutral. Full on neutral. Unless we come up with some really cool names, honestly. I might, I mean, Blueflames is going to be an interesting one because her hair color is going to be that amazing blue. Because you know me, I love that blue. Her eye color is going to be pure white because why not? I wish they had more options, honestly, for these characters. And it's like your skin tone is like everywhere. It's like, oh, you want to be purple? No. You could be like maybe this and then have your hair be like white. But you don't really get white as a choice of hair colors here. The kitties are playing. The best you can do is like this. It's like a steely And so I just like to go. It's like I'm just gonna go with the brilliant blue because why not? But for the skin color, I try to go for like the silvery gray. And it seems to work out for me. And lip color, it gotta be that bright blue. Gotta be that bright blue. Match the hair. So which set of lips are we using? I actually like the number ones. The ones seem okay. Get a little hook nose. My kitty cats are fighting today. That makes her heart-shaped mouth. Eh. That one's not quite so bad, actually. One thing I do kind of dislike about it is that the horns just look like they're glued on. Kind of like number 4. Yeah, 14 will do. Hairstyle. I think this might be the hairstyle I'm going to go with. I kind of like the one with the extra little bounce there, but I'm not entirely sure. Hairstyle from Lotro. Another hairstyle from Lotro. Probably going to go with one of the special ones for this race. I tend to do that a lot. Is I pick the hairstyle that is unique to that particular race because it's like, well, the other races can't have this hairstyle. So I'm going to use it. Hi, Stormlost. So there's this one. This one's not so bad, except you can't really see her pointy ears. This one basically says, oh, we just put a ponytail on top. And it's like the hair doesn't look like it gathers up to the ponytail. SWTOR has had a lot of the same problems with some of the early hairstyles. Is they just put a random ass ponytail someplace, and it's like the hair doesn't look like it's gathered into a ponytail at all. And again, this is the same problem. Actually, I think this is the one I kind of like the most, except it does cover her ears up too much. This one's probably going to be the best option of them all. Maybe that one. Yeah, number 8. Okay. Those ears is. I do like me some pointy ears. I think I like those best. Because the other ones are like a little too thin. 2 or 3. Yeah, I like 3 better. Okay, for the horns, this is where it gets a little interesting. Because I don't actually like most of the horn options. Like, again, it looks like it's glued on. These are kind of the best of the ones that I like. Probably this is the one I use the most. And of course, this is the one most people are familiar with from Critical Role. Um... Kind of like this one. Definitely not that. So this one does look like horns growing out of the head. A little bit less than some of the other ones. And that one's an interesting one. That one's also pretty interesting because you got that little fillip on, you know, the little bits on the end. I think we'll go with this one. Yeah. Whereas this one is like, oh, you know, this one actually is the best, I think. Out of all of them. It's like, these are horns, they're going out of her head. Okay, so now we need to come up with a name. And I think I'd already decided I was going to use Blueflames. So let's get that ready to go. Actually, is Bluefire? I think Bluefire is actually in use. Because I think somebody has it. Yeah, somebody already has it. Monothlare with a hella awesome watch streak. Thank you. Let me actually try real quick on the other window to see if the other name I'm thinking of is taken. Because this is what I can do. Okay, yeah, Blue Flame is already taken. So I'm also kind of like, well, if people are taking names, Bluest Fire, or it could be Best Fire. I bet Best Fire. Yeah, Best Fire is not taken. You know what it could do? Is I could do a take on my... Oh, I have it. I've got it. Check this. Check this. Because this is one thing DDO lets you do that Lojo does not. Is you can make some kick-ass surnames. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's see if DDO complains about this. That just happened. Okay. Well, now we need to build our bard. Now, bearing in mind this is going to be a multi-class character. Tiefling Scoundrel as the base, but we're going to have 6 levels of Barbarian in here. And then we're going to have a whole pile of Bard levels. And then we're going to go do some Favored Soul levels. So we're going to have all 3 of our classes by the time we get to level 15. Now, Monothlare, you may not be aware of this because you're not DDO primary. But the fun fact is that in DDO, if you play an iconic character, which you know, their premium things, they start at level 15. So we're going to level this character. We're going to go through the leveling process. This will be great. And we get to mouth off to Elminster while we do it, which is even better. All right. We don't get to mouth off to Elminster. Hi. Hi, Summer Coroner. I'm gonna refuse training. Thank you. Bye. Gonna leave jail. We're in jail. Get to go straight to Sharn. Do not pass go. Alrighty. So we need to go find ourselves some trainers. Like all the people at the bank. We are also going to need to get to... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on. Forgot to pick which tail I was going to use, and that's not the one I want to use. Alright, let me log in my alt account again. Because I need to do the trick to save a name. This is how you save names when you're switching characters around like this on stream. Hold on, we did it wrong. We did something wrong! There's also a little bit of a Twitch delay anyway, so that's gonna help. Let's remember our looks. Hold on, let's remember what we look like. Okay. Alright, got the name saved, and let's go create again. Let's do this right this time. Okay. Again, we are 18 strength, 14 constitution, 14, and everything into charisma. I know how charisma's not maxed out. Interesting. Alright. Again, we are going to put... We have to have perform, because perform is a thing. 4 points in balance. UMD. Swim. Haggle. And there's our points. Pardon me. Alright, let's try to remember our looks. We were number 8 on the hair. It's like, how deep blue do you want? I'm gonna go with the maximum blue. Maximum blue! I remember we went 14 on the eyes. And the eye color was white. The nose was number... I think it was number 1. Ears were number 3. The horns were number 36, I want to say. No, they weren't. There are no horn 30s. Yeah. It was those. And I didn't actually choose jewelry. You see the jewelry on and jewelry off. The tail. We forgot the tail. Don't forget to use your tail! Alright, so you have like a billion tail options. There's always a couple that I like more than any of the other ones. It's this one. It's like the shark tail with the one ring of gold that somehow stays in place. So of course, having these ginormous rings in them would weigh them down. So there's 11, right? And then there's 23, which is like a shorter version of the 11. I don't know. One ring of gold, right. So, what do you think? This longer version of this tail, or I think the shorter version is actually a better version in terms of usability. Yeah, I like that one better. And again, our skin color, we're going for the silvery tones. And I did notice it was more of a brownish tone. But if you go a little bit more than you're like into the white people flesh color, so there's not much you can really do to get gray. I mean, the best you can do is get gray. Lip color, we're doing the bright blue. Eight doesn't look too bad. I think 8 was the one I was going with. Silvery tones remind you of the Kunari in Dragon Age. They do. Alright. We said we were going to be true neutral. Alright. Learn how to spell. Alright. Now we're good to go. Got the tail.
Don't forget to use your tail.
The other one, the tail curved up a little bit too much. You can tell that they used the same animation and rigging for the tabaxi tails. But this will be fine. Get our UI set out correctly. Let's talk to Summer. Thank you. Now we can do the things. Alright. You can stay in jail or go to Sharn. We'll go to Sharn. Alright, let's do our leveling up. And then we'll gear up. We'll get a set of level 15 gear for being an iconic, which is one of the really cool things. Alright, so this build. Again, our next level is going to be Barbarian. So we're going to go Barb for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. And then at level 8, actually, you know what I really want to do with this? Is I kind of want to do it this way. No, I don't want to do it that way. The way he set this up is really weird. Alright, so we're going to go 6 levels of Barbarian. At level 8, we'll switch back to Bard to level 13. And then 14 and 15 will be Favored Soul. And then my last 5 levels to 20 will be all Bard. Okay, so Barb Trainer, here you are. Hello. I do want to. Are you sure you want to multi-class? Yes, thank you. Alright, and so for Barbarian, I only get 2 points, but it says 3, so balance and UMD. So, oh, I have to put 2 points here because it gets 1 point. Okay. And then UMD. Alright. And then we go Barbarian again. And again, we are going to be Balance. And then UMD. And I get a feat. Build. Feat. Power attack. That's why you go all in on strength so you can get power attack, and power attack will help you be more damagey. Okay. And then all of our level ups go into strength, not charisma, which is a little bit interesting. They're all into strength. Okay, and for level 3 into 4, we still put our 2 points into balance, and then we put our other point into jump, which is a class thing for Barbarian. Alright, level 4. Now let's go to next. We're going to put all of our points in the jump through the rest of our Barbarian levels. Okay. All jump. And for our next thing, we want to choose Cleave. Now, the fun thing about Cleave is now better than it used to be. So that's going to be pretty hot. So we need to find it first. Cleave. Because they did improve Cleave recently in a update pass. So that's going to be pretty cool. Alright. So, again, level 7 is going to be, this is my last Barbarian level. And again, all 3 points in the jump. Okay, now we go back to Bard for 6 levels. So let's go find the Bard trainer right over here. That's handy. Man, wouldn't it be cool if we got a loot that looked like that in Lotro? Okay. And so again, we're going to still put our points into strength, because again, the strength is going to give us our damage. Okay, and we're going to put 3 points into perform and 2 points into UMD. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Both are class things. And we get another spell. And they recommend Merfolk's Blessing. Okay, good, good. And then we're going to take level 9, number 9. We're going to do the same thing as we had done before. 3 points in perform, 2 points in UMD. 2, 3, and 1, 2. And we get another class feat, and this one is going to be improve single weapon fighting. Yes, thank you. Yoink. And the next spell is Featherfall. I don't think we really need it. Honestly, I'd rather have something like Blur Rage, Glitter Dust, Invisibility, Haste, Display, Hope, Remove Chaos, Break Enchantment, Dimension Door, Movement. It's like, out of all these other choices, why don't I use Sonic Blast? But then again, I'm not going to be casting a lot of spells. This is going to be a melee character, so I'm going to follow the build. I said I wasn't going to follow the build. I lied. I totally lied. So yeah, we'll grab Featherfall. We can always switch that out later. Okay, number 10. And number 10, we're still doing the same pattern. 3 here, 2 here. Stew! What is happening? Happening? I am building a new Tiefling Scoundrel because that's what I rolled. And I gave her a really fun name. Blueflames is Best Flames. Because somebody already has the name Bluefire. So I can't make the Bluefire as Best Fire joke. But I can make... You're home from your job. I took the day off sick from work today. So that was fun. Okay, I'm going to take Blur. And I need to get another spell. Rage. They recommend Rage. Level 11. Now that's where we get a little interesting. We're going to put 2 points in Perform. Oh. It's not going to let me put 2 points in Perform. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to put a point in Balance. Put another point in Balance. And then a point in Tumble. There's only going to be 1 point in Tumble. So that does kind of lead me to the question of, what do I do with this other point if I can't put it into Perform? I mean, you can always put it into Jump or something. Haggle? Haggle's always a good one too, yeah. This could be my Haggle monster. Okay, so Glitter Dust is going to be a spell we're going to pick up. Oh, and now I pick up Expeditious Retreat. Okay. $12. And again, we put our upgrade into Strength. And... again, we want 2 points in Perform, but it only allows 1. That's going to be a problem. Put a point in UMD. I guess Haggle is going to be it. That's weird. I was able to put 3 points in Perform before, but not anymore. Bizarre. Okay, feat for level 12. Improve crit slashing. Okay. Level 12 is going to be a bard. Level 13 is going to be a bard. And then we'll do our last 2 levels will be favorite soul. Two, 2, and 1. So... okay, so level 13 we're gonna take visibility. And for a level 3 spell we're gonna take haste. Haste! Haste is gonna be fun! Wait, I need to train another one. Displacement, also fun. Haste and displacement. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, level 14 here. Nope, level 14 and 15 are favorite soul, so we're done with our bard training for now. Let's go find the favorites. Excuse me. The favorite soul trainer. I think they're upstairs. Like all the divines and casters are up here. I would like to be a favorite soul. Yes, I still wish to train with you. Your charisma's too low to cast the highest level. That's fine. I'm not going to be using those high-powered favorite soul. At least 19 to cast 9th level. I'm never going to get those, so it's fine. Okay, so favorite soul levels. I only have 1 point to spend, and they would just recommend in heal. Surprising absolutely nobody. And for my class feat, is going to be Grace of Battle at level 15. Now I need my deity. I need to pick my deity. And so they recommend one that I can't actually pick. How? Because it recommends the deity being the follower of Amonitor, but that's not one of my choices here. Sovereign Host is pretty strong even for stripping death penalties, yeah. Sovereign Host is, and also you get that extra heal. Especially, by the way, speaking of extra healing. I'm actually surprised she hasn't protested yet. Now she's protesting. I'm gonna bring her up here again so you can see. Look at this feather duster. Look at this feather duster. We got a feather duster. Look at this feather duster. She was not having it, but feather duster. So, yeah, basically, this build is going to be using hand axes. So, axes for everything. So, it doesn't actually matter which deity I use for this because I'm not going to get with a favored weapon. And one of these days, I'm going to make a follower of Onatar Warhammer favored weapon build. It's not going to be today, so Sovereign Host. Good night, Stu. Okay, train 2 levels, and his thing doesn't mention anything about what favorite soul spells to use. Apparently he doesn't care. gonna go with Night Shield and Protection from Evil. Get a little extra defense that way. And then for my last level, here we go. Favorite soul. And again, put our point into heal. We get our favorite soul feat is going to be, and here's where you use we're going to use charisma to hit and damage, which is a little bit weird. Of your weapon attacks with your favored weapon, but the thing is we don't have a favored weapon. Hold on. Hold. I'm gonna go check the wiki real quick. You know, deities used to be on the first page. Where's a monitor? It's not on this list. I'm very confused. Okay, these are the Eberron ones. Okay, Forgotten Realms. A Monitor is a heavy mace as their favored weapon. And they have the Monitor as flames at a level 6 feet, which I'd never get. But the level 1... So I don't know why they mentioned a Monitor, because we don't have a choice of a Monitor or Sylvanas. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Not gonna worry about it. Alright. And so for our regular feat... It doesn't actually... Hold on. Scroll up. Greater single weapon fighting. That's what we need. Greater single... See, I lost my place. Hey, get back here. Okay, one level 1 spell. Kind of want Shield of Faith. I already have Remove Fear. I'm also considering Cure Light Wounds, but it really doesn't help all that much. What we're going to probably go for is Close Wounds as the SLA under Beacon of Hope, I imagine. Frenzied Berserker, War Chanter, Swashbuckler, War Soul. No favorite soul stuff at all? Interesting. Interesting. Pardon me. We could do... Actually, you know what? Bless is a good one to use. Bless will be fun. Divine Favor only lasts for like a few seconds. Nimbus of Light, it's like whatever. We'll try bless. Alright.
Now that you have arrived in the wondrous city of Sharn, Captain Dranmore suggests that you head to the Adventurers Guild to find out more about current events in the city.
No, we're not.
Speak to Summer Coronor of the Clifftop Adventurers Guild in the Clifftop Tower district of Sharn.
We're not doing that. We got shit to do first. Alright, we did that. We get that. We're gonna need to go to the Hall of Heroes. Let's put on our level 15 crappy ass gear here. Look at this lack of gear. We have no trinket. Wait, we don't get a trinket? Wow. Alright, we are a bog standard Vader tiefling stole with a few extra weird levels. Alright. Time to do some inventory management. We need to get to someplace cool. So, the quickest way for me to get where I need to go is I'm actually going to use... Oh, wait a minute. I did get a trinket. Never mind. We're going to go to Salt Marsh. And then immediately go to the Gatekeeper's Grove. So, Salt Marsh. I mean, you can go down to the docks and then go straight to Stormreach. But hey, I get to use a fiddle. It's fun. Alright. And this will take me on my route. I have a route that I do for these things. Okay, so before I decide anything else, what horse should I use? Which mount should I use? You know what? We're going to be a fiery... Well, I said Blueflames is best flame, so I should use my favorite mount in the entire game, which is this particular mount. See, look at that. Look at that. Did somebody name their character Damage Dealer? Oh, damn. They spelled it like damn, like the curse. That's funny.
The city of Stormreach is abuzz with the news that a ship has arrived to ferry passengers to Sharn, the City of Towers. The ship's captain seeks heroes looking for a grand adventure in the clouds. Speak to Captain Alban Dranmore in the Stormreach Harbor to set sail for Sharn.
Back in the day when Sharn first came out, that voiceover, the two voiceovers, the one about talking to Summer Coronor in the Adventurers Guild, and the one that we just heard, were originally done, like a scratch version was done by Cordobin. And then, like, a couple weeks later, they got the ones from Cindy Robinson, which, you know, Cindy Robinson is awesome, but I get kind of sad that they, every time Cord records some scratch dialogue, they take it out. Alright, the reason I talked to those two NPCs is because I do have goggles. It's like, so I do have a full set of gear. I'm an idiot. Alright. We have some business to conduct here. We need to do a little bit of inventory management, which is what I do anytime. I start a new game. Alright, we're going to put this on page 2. You go on page 2. You go on page 2. And you come down here. Actually, we're just going to throw you away. I'm going to throw you away. Don't want you. Don't want you either. And then we're going to move the spell casting stuff onto here. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. It's a storm loss. Storm loss is like what? Alright. Hall of Heroes. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to hop off to a different character here in a minute. Because I want to send myself a guild invite. Guild invite time. I'm also going to go check my level 15 character, see if I can find some other fun gear for my level 15 stuff. Oh, it's a storm law. She gets cuddles. She gets cuddles. Yes, you do. So as a level 15 character, your natural place to start is Sharn. So we will do Sharn stuff first. A guild invite for Blueflames. And did I say Stormlost was not in the guild? Which one of my characters was not in the guild? I think it was Stormlost. Yeah, Stormlost isn't in the guild. What the hell? I'll send Stormlost a guild invite too. Alright, let's go look at our loot 15s to find any cool level 15 gear I might want to use. Gotta get some more people in chat so I can do a giveaway, or it'll be like one person entering and it'll be like, oh, no competition! Which, you know, if you're that one person, you don't want any competition. Alright, let's see what level 15 gear I've got floating around. Sounds good. Hi, Bardic. Okay. Let's do only the 15s because I have some stuff going up to level 18 in this list, so we want only the 15s. So that could be useful. Let's throw that in. Now we don't want heavy armor. Wild card might be a good choice because it's going to have the fortification and also healing imps, but Ah! Thanks for following, Road Racer. Welcome to the party. We could do turncoat. Well, let's clothing. So no actual really decent level 15 gear, unless I have some on my... let me actually look for like the 15 to 18 stuff here and move it over to this folder while I'm here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Enforcer's plate doesn't count. that could be useful to put the feather, because that way I'd have feather falling. Six-finger glove. Level 18, not useful for me. And these 3 Gold Seal Hireling contracts is how I managed to get the gold moat in a members only on my winter character, being only level 17 at the time. Yep. Had them with the rogue for damage, because I already had one of her. The Sork and the Barb. Barb to grab aggro, the Sork to nuke all the harpies down. And I just stood back and goes with my because Blueberry is Dark Hunter Inquisitive, so she's dual wielding crossbows. So that was fun. That was actually a lot of fun. Oh no! No! Somebody was slain by the Shadow Wing Harpy at level 20. Not even the matriarch, just the regular ass one. That's saddening. That's very sad. So good luck to everybody else trying to still get your loots down. But speaking of the Fae gear, let me go grab... Let me see if I have any good level 15 stuff on the Fae character. The loot Fae character. I don't remember. You don't remember. So we're going to do 15 to 15. See what we get. So a lot of stuff is leveling gear. Or maybe not. Can I have my stuff? Thank you. Alright. 7. 7. Yeah, most of the stuff is lobby gear, actually. It's a level 9. Well, the hell with all that. I thought there... Never mind. You know what? Never mind. Tabula Starlight. I have the name Starlight. You can't have it. Petting the kitten cattin'. Okay. Let me get the mail and get into a guild before I get the beautiful whisper from somebody from the Tycoons of Tomorrow saying, join our guild! No, fuck off. Alright. Come on. Yes, I will join the guild. Hooray, I'm in my guild. Alright, let's go down to the Hall of Heroes because I need to get all my other crap. Apparently I do have Featherfall in this character already, so that's nice. This is the stuff I have to do anytime I make a new character, is to go through the Hall of Heroes. I need my dragon wings, I need... give me my blue dragon wings and my dragon footprints. Thank you. Then we're gonna go talk to Mortality. I've been to your world. I've got me dragon feet. Got me treasure golden feet. My golden treasure feet. Alright, and then we're gonna go back downstairs. Wow! Wow! We're gonna go take a look at Ziana and see what outfit this character is gonna wear. What do you think? She could wear the new hotness. The Underdark Warriors coffer. Mechanized Warriors coffer. Astral Travelers, Necromancers, Black Rose. Echoes is misspelled. The volcanic coffer appeals, except the flames are not blue. Right? Northwind, nah. Midnight Wing. Honestly, I think we will actually give me click, click, click. Come on. Fine. We'll do it the hard way. Thank you. Let's get rid of that. Pardon me. I didn't listen to Voodoo Spice when he told me, told everybody that, you know, if you, you know, you press here when you feel you're about to sneeze, it actually stops you from sneezing. I tried it once and it actually worked, and obviously you realize I just forgot that it does that. Let me lock those down so I don't accidentally sell them. Alright, let's explode our bags with stuff. I'm actually going to go in reverse order this time. One thing I don't understand is when you ask it to give you one of everything, it does not give you the frozen bottle. Thank you. Alright, we're done. I don't have those, because I already have the OG. My bags are full. Oh no! Here, I would like to exchange me ticket now. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to claim one of everything, please. Why is my clickies not clicky tonight? Fine. Come on, vendor. Alright, something... Okay, game. Hall of Heroes. Seriously. I don't want to type in chat, damn it. Like, it's not even moving. Oh, finally. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Alright. And then we go play inventory management for the next 20 minutes. And I'm sorry we're not actually getting to a quest. We'll go back to the harbor and we'll do Lost at Sea, which will be the first Sharn quest. Because this character, of course... Oh my god, it's the Hall of Heroes, isn't it? Let me check something. Am I on this? Yeah, I'm on the right profile on my thing. So I'm hitting the W button and this is what's happening. Oh, Christmas. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna get to the harbor first. And deal with that other crap later. Oof. Alright. Since we're heading this way anyway, we'll just use the harbor bank. Oh yay! This lag is not fun. Hopefully Standing Stone gets a handle on it soon, because we don't want the creeping lag to return. No! No creepy lag. Okay, so 15th anniversary D cloak. We can throw that away. So here's a question: which Which teleporter should I use? Which one would be most appropriate for my character, I wonder? Okay. We're not going to actually use that. Oh man, I forgot all this crap in here. Hold on. I still haven't corrected the spelling of resurrectionist. If it's one thing I can gently criticize Standing Stone about, is their spelling. It's atrocious. It does drive me bananas. So there's the tuning fork doesn't really, I mean, yes, it's musical-ish, but it's not, I don't know, it doesn't really seem to suit. Boarding past Sharn. This would be the first time one of my characters has used that in forever. Compass might be interesting. Lamorti enhancement. I think we may keep Dross Hard around. I could wear the really fancy outfit. We'll think about it. We'll think about it here. Is that the Midnight Wing? It is the cloak. These two will be fun once I figure out which things to use them on. Bottle of Freezing Mists is always interesting, except it still looks like the regular Bottle of Mist look. It's the same icon. Though if you look at the teleport spell, the Bottle of Freezing Mist is a white color in the spell dialog box. And this is going to be fun, the racial enhancement tree. One of these days I'm going to make a character who's actually going to wear the red wizard outfit, but that is not this day. We're definitely going to want to have Rana around as a hireling, for sure. Like, for sure. The Book of Legends, Myth Draenor, that one could be useful, I suppose. Not you. Definitely using you. Not using you. Can't use you yet. The treasure map, admission papers, nah. Ah, somebody leveled up. Good job, you. I have my scoundrel. I could wear my actual scoundrel outfit, I suppose. Not wearing the Lamortia outfit, though. Isle of Dread treasure map. This character isn't seeking treasure, so we're not using that one. The compass is an intriguing option. I don't think we'll use the tuning fork. I mean, yeah, it's musical, but it's Feywild. It's not really what this character is all about. But okay, let's finish opening these. The Vampire Hunter's coat is actually really good. It's just black, and black goes with everything. But, oh, well, I mean, there's no real point to having the Midnight Cloak because of the quiver there. The quiver really doesn't do anything for this character. But the black goes so well. Though the rest of the Midnight Wing stuff looks pretty good with her. It's just the cloak doesn't work. What do you think, folks? The Midnight Cloak? Or the basic Vampire Hunter's outfit? I mean, alternatively, we could just wear the Inquisitive's coat, but that doesn't really work for her either. Yeah, I don't like it. And of course, this one doesn't work at all. Wow, look how... I mean, that is a beautiful one for a certain kind of character, but it's definitely not this character's. So, we're not going to do the Inquisitive Long Cloak. We're not going to do the Mosaic Armor from the Feywild. I mean, this outfit looks pretty good. This is one of my favorites, is just this basic Sharn blue. Now we could go with this. Just be fancy as fuck. We could be fancy as fuck, or we could just be our usual tiefling scoundrel. Be that kind of fancy. Oh my god. That... No. 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 I love this Eladrin Winter... The Winter Eladrin plate. It looks really nice. Just not for this character at all. That goes away. That goes away. Did I already have one of those? Yeah, no. I'm honestly kind of leaning toward the blue Sharn outfit. I know it's pretty basic. It came out at roughly the same time, but it's like, Yeah, we'll go with that. No, I'm not gonna destroy my scoundrel. I'm just gonna throw them in here and I'll just wear them later if I really want to. Alright, I can always get another set of that. I can always get another one of those. So I think we're gonna do the Sharn boarding pass as our basic thing here. Yeah. Can always get another one of those. I do kind of like the Midnight Wing Leather armor. The actual basic leather armor looks pretty hot. We'll keep that. We'll keep this. So I think this is it. The boarding pass for Sharn is it. That being said, so there we go. Stop it. 10, 14, 15, 15. Well, actually 17, 15. Alright, so I get to choose 2 plus 3 tomes and 1 plus 2 tome. And we want to make it count. I definitely think I want to make one of the plus 3 tomes a heal. Basically, you can choose any tome for any skill, like balance, bluff, whatever, except UMD. Actually, I should use one of them be perform and the other one be heal. Yeah, let me take a look here. Because of my skills, the ones I have, like, I have a ton of balance, I have a ton of haggle, but I want to add to my perform. Even though it's my highest rated skill, I want to add more to it. And definitely add tons more to heal. So heal and perform. And then the last one can either be haggle or balance. Okay. Let's grab this. Grab that. There we go. Let's eat some tomes. What's going on in my Discord? What are you doing, Scamper? I also need to check on Skittish Kitty. Looks like she got into a tussle with one of the other kitties and she's got like something on her thing. Problem is, Skittish Kitty only lets me pet her when it's food time. So she's being a little bit squirrely right now. Squirrelier than usual. Like, no, I got something on my face. But I want to see what's on your face. Because I can't get a good eyeball on it. Alright. So, one thing I did notice is we don't actually have a level 15 hireling. That's good. Good thing I've got level 15 hirelings. Plus, man, I can't use that yet. Where is my Dimensional Hirelings folder? Aha, here they are. Oh, my nose itches. Please tell me to stop buying Albereths. I have 10 of them here. Did I use a level 15 hires? Aha, here we go. Yeah, I was using Jatrina, so we'll use Jatrina again. She's a good hireling. So she'll be my hireling. You know, of course, we've got the Owlbear. The Owlbear is actually really helpful to me when I was doing the Grim and Barret grind on my level 16 and then 17 Dark Hunter Inquisitive. Because once you get past Eritrikos, you park yourself in your hirelings right in that doorway. Owlbear runs in and blocks the entire damn hallway. So I got to stand back and go pew 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 on my Inquisitive to shoot the Abishai over and over and over again. Ay, ay, ay. But I'm tired of that, and I'm not doing that again anytime soon. Alright, so we got hirelings. We're ready to go there. Next thing we're going to do is... let's do points. Just type the word points in chat. Tome of Strength. Ooh. Actually, let me go see if I have any useful tomes. Sitting in the... spare tomes. Oh, little kitten Catton is like, why are you waking me up and petting me? Okay, let's see. We should have... Get your freaking mount out of the goddamn way. I really wish they would mount suppress in the banks, honestly. Or around any bankers or vendors. Such a pain in the ass otherwise. Okay, Constitution, always good. Constitution... those are upgrade tomes. Well, Dex +1 can always be useful. Strength +1, +1, +1. Wisdom +1, +1. Strength +4. Okay, we're gonna use one of the Strength +4s. We're gonna use one of the Con +1s. I mean, Dex +1 can also still be useful because, you know, Dex is always useful for other things. 1 + 2. I think I performed something in here. Pardon me. See if I had a Constitution +1 +2, that would help. I hate these upgrade tomes, by the way. +2 to +3. Oh, I could have used both of these, actually. Oh, well. Dex, int, con, you always prioritize? Yeah. What do we got here? Dex 4 to 5, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. So if I got somebody who had wisdom +3, that'd be perfect, but it's not this character. Intimidate. What's really bizarre to me is the fact that this Intimidate one has a min level of 9 on it. That's weird. Wisdom 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 4 to 5 again. Swim 4 to 5. Balance 2 to 3. Let's say 2 to 3. Search. Disable device. Spot. What are you? What are you? Come here. Jump 4 to 5. That one I might actually... No, I don't think I have that particularly. Not 3 to 4. Perform 3 to 4. I used to perform +3. Let me grab that. And I might be able to use those. I might have that. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. I might have that. Alright, let's see which of these I can actually use. Let's find out. And now I have to redo my file with all the names. Come on, come on. Because remember, this is a strength-based build. Ooh. Alright. Here's our dex build. So let's see if any of these remaining 4 are ones that I can use. Oh, we're gonna get the perform +5 by the time we're done. I don't expect the jump or the swim one to work, but now this makes me happy. I'm finally able to use those spare tomes. Oh, no inherent... Because I don't have any extra... Because I didn't use a tome on them, yeah. I was less sanguine about those two, but the important one, the perform, that makes me super duper happy. Okay. What do we need to do next? Let's go to the Phoenix Tavern, which is typically where I leave my characters, let my characters live. And we're gonna bind ourselves there. Because, hey, if you forget to bind yourself anywhere, you're gonna wind up someplace you don't expect when you die. Just saying. I also need money. I forgot to get money from the banker. We'll get some from the Lord's March banker here in just a few seconds. Ring-a-ding-ding. So when you come into the Lord's March Bank, which direction do you go? Do you go straight forward to the dude up here? Do you go to the right over here? Do you go to the left over here? I normally wind up going to the right. Which is kind of odd. Alright, we're going to withdraw 5 grand. Simple, modest amount to start with. 5 grand. There we go. To start in case we need repairs or anything. We're going to spend our action points. I'm sorry, our enhancement points. We're going to spend our enhancement trees. Alright. So, is anybody else pretty excited about all the goodness coming with the anniversary? And with what's coming up in the game here in the summer and the fall? And see, they know how to spell resurrected. How did they miss that? I don't know. Anywho. Enhancement trees, since we're here. One thing I'm also highly interested in, or intrigued by, is the fact that anytime Strimtom does like a DDO video, he plays Lotro tavern music in the background. I just find that terribly amusing. Alright, enhancement trees. So, firstly, I do have 3 racial and 3 universal trees I can spend in. So those are bonus, because the build that Strimtom did for the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh in U50 doesn't have any of those. It has Frenzied Berserker, War Chanter, Swashbuckler, and War Soul for its 80 points. Okay, so we're gonna pick 3 here. Awesome. An additional 1d4 sonic damage to enemies under 75% hit points. Damage scales with 100% spell power. And the passive +5/+5. Alright. So, what we can do is Hellish Rebuke. I kind of like that. On the other hand, I can get... Because remember, this character build is going to be using hand axes. Because of the crit profile. Even though we're going to start off with Rapier, you can swashbuckle with a hand axe. We could get +1 charisma, but I don't really care about that too much. I kind of really like this. Or this. But if I pick this, I need to pick a point. I need to put a point someplace else, because this sticks too. I'm thinking this is the choice right here. So if I pick this, I have 1 more racial point to spend somewhere, and there's nowhere else to put it unless you spend more points in the tree. I mean, I could put this in here, saves versus spells. We'll go with that. Alrighty. So, he has, again, Frenzied Berserker from the Barbarian tree as the main tree. And then we've got War Chanter as the second tree. Swashbuckler is the third tree. And War Soul as the fourth tree. And that's to get you Divine Might for more damage. Toughness, 2 points here for more hit points. Cats are racing through the house. It's kind of annoying. On the other hand, if I was willing to spend 5 points in Favored Soul, I could get Closed Wounds for like the most amazing heal. Because Closed Wounds will save your ass. But that's not... I'd have to sacrifice some points someplace else for that, however. But let's start with Swashbuckler. He only wants to spend 12 points here, which is kind of weird. But you need to get this core to be able to swashbuckle. So you're gonna get up to these three. So let's spend some points here to get the stuff for the class. Swashbuckle, confidence, and then we're gonna be doing this. And blow by blow. And we're gonna do the melee attack one. And then we get this. And we get that. And then we get that. What am I missing? A fast movement. It says 11, but maybe they redid something in Swashbuckler recently. But that basically gets us all our swashbuckling stuff. Let's get our War Chanter. We want our Constitution out of that. Let's get our... not you. Inspired Bravery, 0.3. Yeah, we need our Bard songs. Bard songs. Rough and Ready, 3. Oh, yeah, the armor class and PRR. Yes, please. Weapon training. Martial proficiency and plus 10 max damage, blah, blah, blah. And we definitely want Song of Heroism, which means we need Iced Edges. Oh. Okay, I like that. Then Iron Skin Chant. Did I forget something? Got all 3 of those, got all 3 of those, got that. Oh, Ice Edges used to be a 3-point thing. Oh. We're gonna have to work around this. Alright. Well, let's get our berserker going. Yep, the die hard feat right off the top. So we need extra rage. Give me 2 of those. Cracking attack, we need all 3 of those. Power rage. Die harder. Okay, body blow. We get 2 of those. No, we get all 3 of these. Blood tribute. Sprint boost. You spend 3 of those, but whatever. Toughness. Frenzy toughness. Eventually we will get... well, I might as well get... Okay. We don't have Supreme Cleave, though. Oh, well, there's Supreme Cleave. It goes this way. But it's not in the build. Hold on, let's back out of that. Let's grab this. Okay. Need to spend more points in the tree to be able to get to this. So here goes 1. And all 3 of those. We can't grab these until we're put 30 points in the tree. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let's save that so far. So the War Soul stuff is only 8 points. It basically gives you a melee attack here. It's going to add to my fire spell power, so that's kind of nice. So we can grab that. And then you can choose Divine Might. Then there's Divine Will, which we're not worried about that. It wants 2 of those and 2 of those, so more hit points. And it's going for this haste boost, but it's like, it goes along with that. But here's the thing, is I really want to get this as a heal. Let me pull a point out of there. Pull a point out of there and put those in here. because closed wounds will be my heal. Alright, let's go find an enhancement tree to use. Let's see. Harper Agent, hit versus damage, hit versus universal spell power can be useful. But Harper Enhancement can also be good, plus the extra spell points can also be interesting. So there's a thought. Those two are definitely a thought. And more hit points over here, also possibility. Energy resistance, don't care about that, don't care about that. So Harper Agent's a possibility. Fate Arc Illusionist has nothing really good for me. I mean, other than like the spell points. And you could do this, illusory weaponry. I can then add, can enchant weapons. That can also be useful. Falconry, again, just 2 PRR can be useful. Accuracy could be useful. The healing amps can also be useful, but the Wanderlust actually would be kind of interesting to spend 2 points there and get +2 to balance, jump, and swim. The Stani Knife Fighter, the only good thing out of here for this would be Undead Hunter. Or Mist Stalker. Actually, Mist Stalker could be useful. +3. That one's a possibility, because you have to take a look at, you know, what you can get in the first tier that's actually useful at all. Inquisitive, the only thing good for me is the +1 to attack. You put 2 points in there. That's not really all that great. And Horizon Walker doesn't have anything really worth it. I'm kind of honestly thinking, this would actually be the best option here. Yeah. We'll go with that. And we spent our universal trade points. Sweet. Alright, so we got a little bit of stuff going on here. So let's actually build our hotbars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go with 6. Why? Because I can. Alright. And here's actually UI layout load. There we go. Let's move these over here. I'm so sorry this is boring. By the way, again, if you put the word points in chat, just the word points, no fancy exclamation points or nothing, you too can join the giveaway for 100 DDO points. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Let's start with our enhancements. Oh my god, look at all of these. Alright, close wounds goes right there. And because it's an SLA, we don't have any available meta magics for it, so it's not as good as it could be. But it's still useful. Alright, that's an imbue toggle. That's a boost. This is a toggle. I'm not really familiar with how to use Blood Tribute, so this will be a learning experience for me. Alright. Blow by blow. Cracking attack. Blind Might. Frenzy. Another imbue toggle. So let's see what these I can turn on here. Okay, so these two are mutually exclusive. Honestly, it kind of looks like this is going to be my better option anyway. Okay, we have spells prepared. That could be fun. Already have that. I'm gonna need some spell components. Okay. I didn't get my lightning things from the Lady in the Hall of Heroes. Power attack. We're going to turn that bad boy on, of course. We're going to add Cleep to our little party. Bard songs. Put Fascinate over here. And Suggestion. Let's put the 2 rages up here. Okay. Okay. I think we need to go to the... let's go to... see. What do I need for this? Divine Wand. So let's go to the marketplace first and go look for our spell components. And again, we need a small candle. Alright, let's buy some small candles. Okay, then we're good. What else were we gonna do? I'm asking. Oh, that person is asking. What would be your return policy? Woo! I think we're ready to go. Finally do a quest. I'm gonna do Lost at Sea. We're gonna do it on hard, so I'm testing this build. See how we do. I did actually want to get a hand axe. I don't remember if I actually have any floating around. Actually, I know I have one or more from from Myth Draenor. Let's go do Lost at Sea. I said I was gonna go somewhere and I forgot what it was, and I'm not gonna worry about it. Somebody named their character Deckard Cain. I know the real Deckard Cain, aka David Brevik. As in no, as in him and his missus are friends. Alright, Isabeth. Let's go. And again, we're gonna play it cautious. I'm not doing Reaper on a first life character, because I'm not that stupid. I'm not that good. And I'm gonna put the kitty cat in. Alright. And honestly, I'm kind of wanting to take it a little easy after spending so much focus and attention on the game. I too want to take it easy, honestly. Alright. We are going to need to change the color of our gemstone. Hold on. Our D20. Because I always keep forgetting to do that. Morning Sky is the one I like to use. Alright. Let's make everybody active. Let's do some buffs. I love that all of my stuff is done that way. Except my bard buffs take forever. Alright, let's go.
You appear underwater, encased in a magical bubble of air. A warforged waves you over. No doubt she's
I'm
one of the
noticing
crew
I'm
sent
going
to
a lot
salvage the ship's
faster than I
cargo.
normally do in this.
The foreman says that dangerous creatures threaten their salvage operation. You'd be doing them a favor if you clear out the local wildlife.
Okay, that looked pretty good. We do want to find all of the things as well. I would like to point out next stream is going to be on Thursday, and I don't know what game I'm playing. So, for those who've been watching my channel, I have settled on a stream schedule. What the hell? And that stream schedule is Sundays, DDO stream. Mondays, DDO right here. Off on Tuesday and Wednesday, assuming my professor is not is teaching. Thursday will be whatever game I feel like playing. Friday and Saturday will be Lotro. Friday on Lotro stream, and Saturday are right here. Now, on those days when we have Professor Corey... Can I hit him? There we go, I hit him. When we're sending Professor Corey to weird places to do moots, and therefore I generally can't stream on a Saturday night, I'll try to stream Friday night after my Lotro stream, but it would be another Lotro stream, but it would be here. So that's the plan. So if you want to farm DDO points from me, you show up here Monday evenings. Or show up to my DDO streams on Sunday evenings. Get your butt down here.
You've eliminated the dangerous creatures, allowing the salvage team to operate safely in this area.
I am wearing light armor because I do have that uncanny dodge option. So I think the light armor variant of the level 15 gear is the one I should go grab from the bank when I get to Sharn.
You found the sunken ship, but there's no sign of Vaunt's cargo. The Sahuagin must have hauled it away. Fortunately for you, they left a trail of debris leading away from the ship when they stole the goods.
So far this is playing pretty decently. I'm not noticing any huge crits or anything, but then again, I'm not using the hand axe like the build calls for. And I really do want to get that additional...
The water near these ruins churns violently, creating unnatural eddies. Something nearby must be causing these dangerous currents.
And I'm failing everything. That failed. Well, it doesn't look like it really cares how many times you try. I'm gonna keep trying UMD because that's the one I have the most points in. Oh, it's a nat 1. 5. Come on, roll a 20. Come on, give me a natty 20. Wow, my rolls suck.
Now that this ritual site has been dealt with, the Sahuagin can no longer use water currents to sink nearby ships.
Alright. When we complete this quest, I will complete the giveaway. Alright. I mean, you could have done, you know, smashed the orb and done the puzzle, but where's the fun in that? Alright, we gotta go back around. One thing I have to remember, this is not a rogue build. Not a rogue build.
Containers salvaged from the sunken ships surround the entrance to this underwater cave, but none have Vaunt's mark on them. The Sahuagin must have taken Vaunt's cargo inside the cave. You step out of the water and into cool cave air. It seems that the Sahuagin have created some sort of magical barrier to keep the ocean at bay.
We're here for the breakies.
Sahuagin standing atop a rock high above sounds the alarm. Fools! You've made enemies of the Daggermore, he croaks. More forces rush in from the caves nearby.
Oh, Rana died. Good thing Jatrina rezzed her. Let me get the necromancer down. Wow, cast failed. Rude. Ooh, another chest. 2 free chests? Heck yeah. And a mysterious remnant.
The Sahuagin ambush was fierce, but you've survived it handily.
Of course I did. I'm awesome. Because blue flames is best flames. Alright, yoink. And yoink. Okay. Oh, duh, wrong way. They were going the right way. They knew what we were doing.
A Sahuagin stands before a vast portal, which allows ships to come and go while hiding from prying eyes. Free loot. This is actually better than what I've got now. I mean, I'll lose the 15 PRR though. But I think we'll switch. I think we'll switch to this new piece of armor I just picked up.
Okay, one more special delivery to look for. Sometimes it's on the ship. Sometimes it's on the other ship. Oh, I see sparkles.
You found all the special delivery shipments for the salvage crew. With the Portal Master dead, the pirates will no longer be able to use this cave as a base.
Almost done.
Your search is finally over, but a snarling gnoll and her thugs stand between you and Vaunt's cargo.
Get them!
Cries the gnoll.
I don't know what this junk does, but people back in Sharn are paying us plenty to steal it.
They didn't pay you enough to deal with the likes of me.
With the pirates out of the way, you can finally take a look at Vaunt's cargo. You've recovered Vaunt's
Yay,
mysterious
we
shipment
did
at
it.
long last. It must be very valuable to have drawn such attention, whatever it is.
Okie dokie, Isabet Tremont. And what you got for me? I need a hand axe. I guess I will have to just take Tales of Valor. Alright, before we go there to Sean, which I can just use my teleporter for, I'm gonna go up here. We're gonna go take a look at the items I brought from Chunky Boy! That I brought from the back and I never looked at again. That's what I intended to do. Hello, nice people. How y'all doing? Okay, so we had the Enforcer's Coat, which is medium armor, but so we want the light armor one, which is wild card. Let's grab that. Let's grab this. Okay, so all of these look pretty interesting. Well, the strength is good. The more constitution will be nice. And having death seal. Hold on, we got something that's given us death block. Hold. Dodge vitality. Yeah, the necklace has given us DB, so magical sheltering, healing it. So we get healing amps there. Minus immunity. So the belt really doesn't give us... I mean, it does give us con plus 8, so... It gives us like 30 hit points. But we already have 144 fortification. Where are we getting fort from? Double strike, exceptional charisma. Already getting combustion there. Charisma speed. Oh, that's why I'm getting speed from. Feather falling's on the boots. So we don't need an additional feather falling item. Melee alacrity. Quality PRR. Constitution plus 6. Insightful 40. That's where I'm getting the fortification from, is from the buckler. So this wouldn't even help me with my fortification. So this goes back in here. That's gonna just get sold. And ooh, the strength mod goes way down. I think we're gonna have to keep the, yeah, we're gonna have to keep the scoundrel stuff, so. Other than for the main thing, then otherwise I'm pretty good. Okay, so that being said, I said I was gonna do the giveaway, so let's do the giveaway, shall we? Alright, giveaway close. Giveaway, 4 of you. Bangies crossed. Draw. Fafford! Fafford is the winner, chicken dinner. Alright, let me go to my whispers. Let me go find Fafford. Because you have won from me before. There you are. Alright, let me grab your code. Alright, the second code of February is all yours. Copy the pasta. Boop. There you go, Fafford. You has a whisper. You should have a whisper. Let me know if you got it, because you should have it. If not, I'll have to figure something out. Okay, so we did that. I don't need that window anymore. Well, actually, I kind of do, but I don't. I do need to update my Let the Dice Decide thing. 4. Did I say my... Blue Flames is Best Flames. Oh my god, I renamed this character Blue Flames is Best Flames. It should be Blue Flames are Best Flames, but whatever. I'm going to suffer with the bad subject verb agreement. Because flames, we're using flames as a singular noun. So this is a barbarian build. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8. To renumber this thing. I should have used a spreadsheet. This could have been an email. No, it could have been a spreadsheet. Okay. 2. Oops. You can't even see what I'm doing because you can. Whew! See, that's how tired I am. Oh my god. Though my concern is because I slept so long today, I'm thinking I won't get any sleep at all tonight. Or I won't manage to sleep until like 5 in the morning again or some stupid shit. 2, 3, 4. Oh. 7, 8, 9. Why did I have to do this on a character so far below? 31, 2. 4. And remove that entire line. And the rest just works. Alright. What do we do now, kids? Yeah, it finally showed me the whisper went through, so it should be good. Okay, well, we can start the next quest. Should be fun. Okay. Well, let's go back to Sharn. And we'll go do the next quest. Alright, the Clifftop Tower District. Hold on. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's fine. And you realize, because I just realized I had done that quest without guild buffs. Let's try that again. Alrighty. Let's go talk to Summer Coroner. Right over here. A Sean welcome.
Isabelle Tremont waits for you here, atop one of Sharn's lofty towers. She can help you contact Lucien Vaughn. Isabelle tells you to take the elevator up to the terrace, then speak to Lucien Vaughn. Her employer wants you to pass along some information about the Stormreach beacon.
Does he now? I think he's telling us fibs.
You enter the boarding house, an island of quiet in the hustle and bustle of the city. A genial halfling nods to you from behind the front desk. A violent explosion shatters the tranquility of the boarding house and reduces the elevator to a smoking ruin. You'll have to find another way up to the terrace. The windows shatter and agile forms swarm in from sky coaches outside. The boarding house is under an all-out attack.
Pardon me. So basically today's exhaustion was brought on by not getting much rest the entire last week and 2 bouts of shoveling snow. But as of yesterday, my driveway is completely clear of snow. And now that I'm remembering, let's do some buffs, shall we? Hold on, part songs.
This looks more like an office than a boarding house. Vaughn has rented this entire operation and transformed it into his place of business.
This sounds familiar, doesn't it? Thank you, Oxtasker. How are you doing? I've obtained an oceanic sphere. Can I go fishing in it? Oh wait, that's World of Warcraft. I'm probably gonna hop in and play some WoW later tonight because I have done absolutely fuck all with their pre-patch event, and I do want to get the Feat of Strength, so I'm gonna go start hunting rares. Might actually stream that on Thursday night. I don't know. Might be Dune, might be that. I don't know. I don't know. Am I looking forward to the DDO anniversary? Yes. Especially since I was told last night on my DDO stream that the anniversary cosmetics are mostly blue. I'm like, yes, please.
Oh, they got me.
Ah, now my scars have scars. Always a fun little thing to have them say. Alright, we're actually going this way, kids. We're going this way first. Alright. There's sorcerer in here? Nah, they're all just thugs. I'm gonna go find or farm a Myth Duranor Hand Axe of the Fallen Age and see if it's better than this rapier that I've got. But I'm gonna do that after the stream tonight. So half of the Sharn soundtrack is made by Matt Harwood. It's composed by Matt Harwood. Like the famous Sharn, that fanfare that plays as soon as you teleport into Sharn.
The contraption rumbles
That
to
was
life
Matt Harwood's.
and then promptly explodes. It's probably not supposed to do that.
But half of the soundtrack was done by Bill Champagne, who is more well known for being Lotro's composer, and he now does double duty. He does them all. I don't think Harwood works as Standing Stone anymore. Could be wrong. Give me your loot now. Oh, it's offering me a rapier? Okay. So that's also going to be one thing that I have to watch out for, is it's not going to give me a lot of axe drops, because as a Tiefling Scoundrel, it naturally wants you to use, well, quite frankly, it wants you to use rapiers. Everybody shrine now. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, what's going on in the university Discord? Everybody behaving themselves? Now we go through the other door. But before we do that, redo the buffs. Oh, I have less than 2 spots. It's like, why not? Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put this over here. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Man, they're gonna be big mad that I keep breaking all of their trash cans. Ron is there like shooting arrows through the walls, or thinking she's shooting through the walls.
Rubble blocks the elevator shaft, as well as the nearby door. You won't be getting up to the terrace this way.
If only there was another way there. I'm thinking I missed a note further back. There's nothing we can do with that because we do not have a trapper. At least I'm pretty sure we can't. Yeah, we need a trapper. I think I actually missed 2 notes. Because this is normally the last note in here. Now the question is, do I want to bother to go back and get the other notes for the optional XP? How much XP am I losing? It's actually a pretty decent chunk of XP. Let's go back. I want to find the other notes. I thought there was actually one in the kitchen. And sometimes I'm used to seeing one like here. I'm used to there being one in here. Oh. Or one over here. Oh, here's one of them. Let me finish the quest. Unless there was one back here somewhere. So I thought the notes were always in the same places. We didn't open this room. Oh, we didn't? No. There we go. I feel better now. Did we not go this way?
The explosion
We did
destroyed the
not.
elevator shaft on this floor as well. You have no choice but to use another route to reach the terrace.
Okay. Alright. Now I'm combobulated. Now I'm all good. So what we're gonna do? Everybody over here. What are you trying to fight? Hmm. Bard songs.
The way up to the terrace is just ahead, but one final group of attackers blocks your path. You hear a piercing call from the direction of the terrace. A beast descends the ramp, one unlike anything you've seen before.
Are you kidding me? I've been to Isle of Dread.
The assault on the tower seems to have ended. Now to head to the terrace and learn what became of Lucien Vaunt.
Oh, that jerk. Well, we'll find out. So one of the things I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to start making myself mental notes of any really cool short events that happen in my various shows or streams, and then put those up as like YouTube shorts or something.
The figure on the sky coach ahead matches the description of Lucien Vaunt. He seems unruffled by the attack.
I'm wearing blue, you're wearing red. You're obviously the bad guy.
I have a message for you.
Says Vaunt.
The beacon belongs to me now. I paid the Boromar clan good money to get it, after all. Don't think for a moment that you can challenge me in my city. You're just setting yourself up for a fall.
Vaughn's companion makes a gesture and the terrace collapses beneath you.
And we don't fall down because we are smart people. Oh, it's a floofy kitten. It's a very floofy kitten. She's a very sleepy kitten. She's a very sleepy, floofy kitten. Alright. Oh, Zeleth. And that's the quest that I do with the DM voice turned off. Yay, it worked. Huzzah. I just saw your whisper. Sweet. Okay. I think that's it for me. We hit our 3 hours. Again, I will be back on Thursday playing some weird-ass game or other. I don't know. We'll find something to play. Friday, Lojo stream at my usual time because Professor Corey is back. Then Saturday, we'll stream some more Lojo. Then Sunday, DDO stream with more free codes to give away. And we'll be playing my main in Chill of Ravenloft. It'll be fun. Be good. If you can't be good, then for the love of pity, be good at it. I will talk to you all later. Bye now.